First of all, I think the narratives of AI destroying jobs is not going to help America. Yeah. First of all, it's false. Of course, with every technology and every single day that goes by, jobs of the past are changed.
Would you mind mentioning, Ro mentioned this, would you mention the example you've quoted before about radiologists? Do you mind sharing that with the audience? Because I think it's a great example.
At the beginning of the AI revolution, one of the smartest and most influential computer scientists, and one of the fathers of AI, modern AI, said that in 10 years' time, the one job you don't want is radiology. And the reason for that is in a decade, AI is going to completely revolutionize radiology. It will permeate every aspect of it. It will automate radiology and reading scans. Radiologists will be obsolete. This is the one job you shouldn't go after. Well, a decade later, he was completely right. AI has completely permeated through every aspect of radiology. Every single radiology scan is now assisted by AI, and the number of scans that are being studied by AI has gone through the roof. He's completely right. The part that was exactly opposite is the number of radiologists increased. And so the question is, why is that? It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever that the task that the radiologist does, radiology, was completely automated, and why would they need more radiologists? And the reason for that is obviously very clear. And most, mature people, when you think through it, your job, the purpose of your job, and the tasks that you do in your job are related but not the same. And using myself as an example, if they were the same, then somebody would observe that what Jensen does really for a living is typing and talking. And typing and talking have both been automated to a superhuman level by AI. And yet I'm busier than ever. And so I think the first thing is to separate those two ideas. Now, what's amazing is this. Then you say, why did I say we actually did harm? Well, telling people who want to go into radiology that the future radiology is dead caused the number of people who are developing a career in that field to decline. And so now look what happened. We need more radiologists than ever, and we don't have enough. The purpose of a radiology is to help diagnose disease, work with patients, work with doctors, diagnose disease. They're able to admit more patients, do more scans, do a better job with health care. The hospitals are making more money. They notice that radiology department is doing incredibly well. They hire more radiologists so they can increase their revenues, take care of more patients. That flywheel is only sustainable if we have radiologists, software engineers. Somebody said that AI is going to destroy all of the software engineering jobs. Well, as it turns out, we now have agentic AI inside NVIDIA. It's everywhere. Every single software engineer is using it. And the one thing that you will observe, two things you'll observe. Number one, the software engineers that know how to work with AI are the most popular software engineers. The software engineers that know how to use AI, know how to use agentic systems, working with agentic systems, are the most popular and the most successful. Number two, the software engineers are busier than ever. And the reason for that is because back then, they used to have an idea and they would code it and it would take time to code. Now we have an idea, it takes no time to code. Now all of a sudden, the company is waiting for you for the next idea. So you're in a critical path all the time. And so what we see is agents are contacting software engineers perpetually in text. What's the answer for my next thing? What's the answer? What do you want to do now? I just fixed that. What's next? Your agents are harassing you, micromanaging you, and you're busier than ever. And yet our company is able to do more. We're doing things faster. We're doing it at a larger scale. We're thinking about doing things that we never imagined. And so here's the flaw. The fundamental flaw, and it drives me nuts that it's not obvious. The fundamental flaw is that there are people who think that NVIDIA has to write, we have to code, pick our favorite number, 1 billion lines of code a year. That if we just finish coding 1 billion lines of code, job done. That's the definition of a year. And so if we have AI automate that 1 billion lines of code, and instead of having 10,000 people do it, it only takes 1,000 people to do it, all of a sudden, 9,000 people are necessary. Well, it turns out, 1 billion lines of code was all we could do with those many people in the time that we had. I have dreams to write 1 trillion lines of code. And so the fact that we now have AI assistants help us, we could explore more space, do better work, do things at a greater scale, do things more cost effectively, do things better. And so the jobs didn't disappear. The task was automated. Now, of course, there are some jobs and the task is exactly the same. And those jobs where the context doesn't matter, the world's always exactly the same, then I think those jobs will be affected. But it is very likely that overall, this is not even, with all technology evolutions, it's not even, but overall, my sense is, my belief is, we're going to create more jobs in the end. There'll be more people working at the end of this industrial revolution than at the beginning of it. Just like at the end of the last one, the beginning of this one.